Hello guys, Sean Foggett here. Sorry it's a bit of a late one. It's 16 minutes past 12 at night. As you can tell, not happy because City lost. Not particularly well either. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I'm just boiling hot. Because I wanted to do the video straight after the game finished, but it was just physically too hot for me to do it at that time. And I had a massive headache then, and I still have a headache now, but it is what it is. I got my match program here. Obviously I wasn't there, but I still went down and enjoyed a bit of the pre-match atmosphere. And I got on Goal Global, and is it for the badge or something like that? I did 2 interviews, and they should hopefully be coming out soon. I'll put a link in the community post when they do come out. But City today was absolutely awful. Gvardiol at fault for the first goal, in my opinion. Not really Ortega's fault, because I don't blame him for coming out, really, because I don't think he expected Gvardiol to do what he did, and I'm putting more of that on Gvardiol than Ortega, in my personal opinion. Should we have had a penalty? I'm not personally sure, to be honest, because from what I saw, it did look like it was a pen, but I'm going to have to see it again because I'm not entirely sure. From what I first saw, penalty, but I'm going to have to see it again to give a complete opinion on it because I didn't get the best view of it. But United was the better side today. I don't think they were particularly good. I just think we were just very bad. I thought only Doku really turned up for City. And he wasn't even a starter. He came off the bench. There was a few players that I thought was all right. Bernardo Silva, I thought he was all right. But I've heard from people that were at the game that were saying that he wasn't very good. So maybe you have to take their word for it because they was there and I wasn't. But I don't know. But I thought De Bruyne was awful. I thought John Stones didn't have a good game. I don't get why you would play John Stones in a game like today when he's hardly played the whole season. Because I was behind Stones starting, but I was only behind him starting if it meant that he was going to play next to Ruben Diaz. Because I think when he plays with Ruben Diaz, that's when you get the best out of John Stones. Because the thing is with Stones, yeah, when he's at his best, he's a really good player. But like when he plays bad, he's really bad as well. He's not like a player that has like good and like average games. He has like either like really good games or like really poor games. He doesn't have somewhere in the middle. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in the summer because he's hardly played this season because of either not being in the starting 11 or injured. So I do love John Stones. He is my favourite City player, but I think it might be for the best for the club if he does leave because he's always injured and he doesn't get enough game time because of either injury or doesn't get selected. But that's just my personal take. Kyle Walker, for the second goal, could have done better, and I think Stones could have done better for that goal. But first half, we really didn't create anything. The midfield was really poor today. I thought Rodri was the best out of a very poor bunch of our midfield. Because Foden didn't show up today. He's been brilliant all season, but he didn't show up today. He did show a bit of passion, but he wasn't really in the game. But Kovacic was absolutely awful. Kovacic is a player that is supposed to be on the pitch for like when you're like 1 or 2 goals up and you want to try and get like a bit of control over your opponents and maybe try and get a goal to kill off a team and make it into a 3-goal lead. He's not one of those players that you need to have when you need to get back into a game or you need to get into a lead, because he's not really that sort of player. But Doku should have started, and I think if Grealish started, we might have done better as well. I just think we didn't create the chances until the second half. Alvarez, 5-6 yards out, puts it wide of the post, didn't even make Onana make a save, which was really poor. That was the moment of the game where I thought that we were going to lose, because that was the point where it felt like nothing was going our way and nothing was going right. And Haaland should have scored, hit the crossbar. But apart from that, he was non-existent. Didn't have a good game. I thought Martinez handled him pretty well, to be fair. And I thought Kobe Mainoo played really well for United as well, and Garnacho. It weren't, and Onana did all right as well. He made quite a few good saves. It weren't like a game where they were like miles better than us, because I think that would be more concerning if it was the case. It was just a case where we didn't turn up and they played half decent, and because of us playing like really poor, that's why we lost the game. It wasn't because they were miles better than us. But what really hurts is that it wasn't even a good United team really on paper, and we lost to them, and we lost to them by playing really poor, and I don't think we showed enough fight or passion or determination either, and that's the thing that annoys me the most, because you can lose the game, but if you lose by like a wonder goal or a magical moment from an opposing play, you can handle that. But if you lose by that like feeling of like what if, and that feeling of like you feel like you could have done more, then that's like the worst possible way to lose, in my personal opinion. But anyway, it still has been a good season for City. We did win the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, and we did win 4 Premier League titles in a row. So it isn't all doom and gloom, but it just feels like we could have done more in the Real Madrid Champions League quarter-final, because we were the better team in that one. And it feels like we could have done more in this United FA Cup final, because we had the chances. Even though we didn't play at the best, we had the chances. We had a few long-range shots from Walker. We had the Alvarez chance where he definitely should have buried. Haaland off the post. No, not off the post, sorry. Off the crossbar, sorry. Foden into the side netting. We had quite a few balls across the box that weren't got on the end of by any of our players. I felt like a lot of our balls in the box were always getting swept up by United players, and nothing was really falling for us, really. But we gifted them 2 goals, man. Just absolutely abysmal defending. And even though we have had a successful season, because we still managed to win 3 trophies, the defence has been a massive issue for us the whole season. We've struggled to keep clean sheets the whole time, whether it be with our regular defence of last season. Well, we didn't really play the regular defence of last season that much this season. But we've just conceded too many goals, and a lot of the goals have been from individual errors as well. And that's the thing that annoys me as well. Because if we conceded like loads of worldies, it wouldn't be that bad. But it's because we're conceding like loads of goals through our own downfall and not individual brilliance from the opposing team that it hurts the most. But I'm going to do a big season review soon, because obviously the season's over for us now. And after that, I'll do some previews for the Euros, because that's coming up. And have a good night. I think I might go to sleep after this because I'm not feeling the best. And it's not been the best day. But fair play to United. They was the better side, but I think the FA Cup final last season was more important than the FA Cup final this season because we was on for the treble and they was on for the double, and we went on to win that one. So we did win the more important FA Cup final because even though we could have won the double today, there wasn't as much riding on it because it was only for United to get into Europe and for us to win the double. It wasn't like as much riding for it as last year because there was a treble on for us last year and a double on for them. So there was more riding for it in the final last year. So we did win the more important final, but that's a debate for another day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. But the creativity from City today was just not good enough. We need reinforcements in the midfield. And I don't think Walker can be the first choice right back next season or the captain. That needs to change. But anyway, see you in the next one. Have a nice... Well, I was going to say Saturday night, but it's Sunday morning now. Because it's nearly 12:30. But anyway, have a good one.